Hello everyone, so in this video we want to determine the number of valence electrons in the atoms of oxygen and sulfur. So the electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom are also known as valence electrons. So the valence electrons are going to be furthest away from the nucleus and they're responsible for the reactivity of an atom. So oxygen has, let's actually write this part out. So we're going to go ahead and deal with oxygen first. All right, so for oxygen, this has an atomic number of 8. So what this means is that we have 8 electrons found in our oxygen atom. This means that the ground state electron configuration is going to be the arrangement of 8 electrons from the lowest energy orbital to the highest until all the electrons are going to be placed. In the SPDF notation, the number of electrons in each orbital are shown in the superscript. So the ground state electron configuration for the element of oxygen with, again, the atomic number of 8 is going to be, so we're writing again, the electron configuration in this SPDF notation that we call it, that's going to be 1s2, 2s2, and 2p4. So we see that the outermost shell is the second shell, which has a total of 6 electrons, including the 2s and the 2p orbitals. Hence, the number of valence electrons in oxygen is going to be 6. So that's going to be one of my answers for this problem. Now let's go ahead and evaluate our sulfur. All right, so sulfur has an atomic number of 16. So of course this means that we have 16 electrons in our sulfur atom. So this means that the ground state electron configuration is the arrangement of 16 electrons from the lowest energy orbital to the highest until all the electrons are going to be placed. Again, we're going to go ahead and write out the ground state electron configuration for this element with an atomic number of 16. Again, we just call the electron state configuration as putting this into SPDF notation. So that's going to be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, and 3p4. So the outermost shell is the third shell that has a total number of 6 electrons, including those from the 3s and the 3p orbital. So we can conclude then that our sulfur atom has a total of 6 valence electrons. So this right here is going to be my final and last answer for this problem. Again, we have concluded from the SPDF notation that oxygen has 6 total valence electrons and sulfur also has 6 valence electrons.